DJ Milk on the beats, on the ones and twos. This is the Village Legends Podcast, episode 33. We are back once again. Sass in the house with my man C Flash. Next to me, we are back once again. We're going to give you 2025, the year in sports. What a year in sports, folks. We're going to talk boxing. We're going to talk NFL. We're going to talk NBA. And, of course, we're going to give out our annual awards, first of many, my brother. C Flash, talk to him, say hello to the folks, and tell them why we back today, homie.
I'm excited, my good people. We are at the end of the year, and it was a blessing, a blessed-filled year. Something that we all should be happy about. Number one, we still alive, and me and Sess, we're here to talk about the great things of what we love to do, and how more exciting is that? You know what I'm saying? So, 2025 is a year that me personally, will never forget. And
Same.
I'm here with my buddy, my brother, and we're here to talk about some good stuff. And I just hope everybody that can tune in and view in, because this is a special episode for us. So we're going to jump right into it like we always do.
Yes, sir.
With the breaking news. Go ahead,
Yes, sir.
Sess.
Before we do, I forgot to mention the great 33s
Yes.
that we're working with, my brother. Episode 33. We always do this for the folks. Of course, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the great. The master of the sky hook, my brother. Patrick Ewing, the greatest Knick of all time. Don't let nobody tell you different. My man, Patrick Ewing. Larry Bird, Larry Legend, wore number 33. Scottie Pippen wore number 33. MJ's counterpart. And Larry Walker wore number 33 in baseball. You're talking about a great list of phenomenal athletes that wore 33. Grant Hill, maybe one of the biggest could-have-beens in the history of sports. Because, man, before he got hurt, Grant Hill was the truth, my brother.
Yes, he was. Grant did a lot of things.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, my brother. Now, with that said, episode 33, my brother, we are back. Take him away, bro.
We're going to go to the breaking news with the Anthony Joshua situation. Anthony Joshua was in Nigeria. For those who don't know, his parents are Nigerian, and he was out there I'm sure, and we're assuming that he was out there to go see his family, and just, I guess, to bring in the new year probably with them. Anthony Joshua is a two-time former heavyweight champion and Olympic gold medalist. He recently just defeated boxing YouTuber Jake Paul and
Boxing
promoter.
YouTuber. I like that.
And he definitely dominated in that fight. We want to send our thoughts and prayers because there were people that were involved in this motor vehicle accident out there two people who are now deceased. And again, our thoughts and prayers goes out to them. They said,
Yes, sir.
Reports said that Joshua definitely came out with minor injuries. His timetable to recovery is looking good for him, but again, there was 2 lives taken, so we send our thoughts and prayers again to those families.
No question about it, my brother.
Wanted to also get into and it's crazy because we are going to talk about pretty much the 2025 sports year, which was another phenomenal year. But before we do that, and it's crazy because I want to include this young man because he is a superstar, and that's Naya Inoue. I always mess up his name, but I'm gonna get it right. He's 32-0. Mm-hmm. He defended his he was currently the undisputed junior featherweight champion. I believe he defended his title versus David Picasso to win by unanimous decision. The judges scored it 119 to 109, 120 to 108, and 117 to 111. Inoue and his team are now looking to fight another boxing star from Japan, Nakatani Junto, who is 32-0 with 24 KOs. And that might be somewhere in 2026. So, as a boxing fan, and which we are, as boxing fans, as which we are looking forward to seeing that in 2026. And that's it for boxing right now.
Well, Inoue, one of the breakout stars probably for 2025, right? In the boxing world,
Yes,
you would
he
say?
is.
Yeah,
He
for
might have
sure.
fought like maybe twice this year or 3 times this year. But
Yeah, good for him.
he's like he's got like a throwback. Like he has an engine that just won't stop. You know?
That's great for him, brother. That's it in the square circle. And not too much going on in the fight world right now. 2026, we got the big fight coming up in January, of course, end of the month,
Yes.
January.
Yes.
We'll talk about that as we get closer, guys. If we're all done with the fight world, my brother, where are we going next? The Gridiron National Football League?
Yes, we are. Let's go. Let's
Yes,
jump
sir.
right to the NFL.
Week 17, folks. It flies. It's been a good season in the NFL. It really has been.
Especially yesterday. I think yesterday was one of the most exciting games of the season. It was a special Sunday, I'll say.
It was.
All the way to the primetime game, which was the Chicago Bears and the 49ers. You
Excellent
know,
game.
I was nodding off, but I'd get back up and look at the game like, damn, these boys. I mean, the final was 42-38. You know, Niners took it home, and they were at home. But they took the game, and it was something that, you know, if you didn't have no popcorn, at least you was up there watching it. You know, you was like, hey, you cracked a beer, you had a little late night snack. It was something to watch, folks. Something to watch. I want to talk about Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is literally a half sack away or to a sack away from breaking Michael Strahan's single season record. And I honestly, I've been watching it. The Steelers, you know, kept him at bay. He couldn't get a sack, but it actually might have hurt the Steelers. That's the reason why they lost that game.
Yep.
And which is actually kind of wild because, you know, Myles Garrett is a dominant defensive force, and he's just playing for a really bad team. And to all those Cleveland Brown fans, I'm not trying to throw digs or daggers at you guys. We respect you. At the end of the day, y'all got to do better. You know, you got Shador on that team. Your future might look bright. There's no signs of them firing Kevin Stefanski, their head coach, and their play caller. But right now, Cleveland, you know, as far as the fan base, I could understand your pain, you know, because, you know, as us being Giant fans, we are going through something similar. But the problem is the winning has to come from ownership. How much and how bad does does ownership want to win?
That's true.
And I go on record saying that because as fans that really love this game, we can't keep going through this. We just can't.
Cleveland got a good fan base too. Cleveland.
And I know they all rooting sets for Myles Garrett to break this record.
Yeah.
He's already a future Hall of Famer.
No question.
And one of the highest paid defensive players in the league already. So good luck to Myles out of Texas A&M, and he saw his alumni get eliminated. With the college football playoffs, which was pretty rough. But I know he's a man of pride, so you know I'm sure he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
Yes,
Again,
indeed, my brother.
The teams that we watched were close games. Another game I want to talk about real quick to our viewers is the Steelers. When we talk about the Steelers and the Browns, that game alone was one of two that came down to the wire. Actually, one of three. I'm sorry, that came down to the wire. The final score was 13-6. Aaron Rodgers had a chance to actually to tie the game, or to go ahead and win it, but was picked off by the Browns defensive back, and he put it to bed. He put it to bed. To the Steelers Nation, I want to just come on the air and say, listen, I am not mad at y'all. If you know, whenever y'all post stuff and y'all go off now, you have a reason to go off. This inconsistency has to stop. I have close friends who are Steeler fans, and they have a right to be pissed off. At the end of the day, y'all should not have lost that game yesterday. Get your stuff together. Enough is enough. Make something happen. Coach Tomlin, listen, before y'all throw daggers at Coach Tomlin, understand, and I've said this to my Steeler friends, that are fans. The players have to do better. The players have to do better. Enough is enough. I want to also talk about real quick, Sess.
Real quick before you continue, Miss QT says, "Sit down, Aaron." Pop reminds us of Tony Dorsett, who also wore number 33.
Okay.
And Teacher LaShawn says the sports bar was an exciting place to be yesterday, whether you understand the game or not. Ooh, here's one. I don't know. You might talk about this. Pop just says Josh Allen choke job last play of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You had mentioned something about that.
Well, I have that all
Yep.
down.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the Bills and Eagles. So you just actually brought me this. That final score was 13-12, and I'll tell you what. To be honest, I still have Josh Allen going to the Super Bowl.
You said it here.
For
You said it right here.
That don't believe me and sit there and say, "Hey, C-Flash, you're bugging. You out of your mind?" I'll take that. I'll take that on the chin. But I also could be right. Stuff like this makes you a better player. And Josh Allen is the reigning, and I repeat, the reigning MVP of the NFL, folks. This can definitely make him better. And
No
I
question.
watched the little duck pass that he did, and it was a duck throw. And he had the opportunity to tie the game. But also, let's be clear also on, and not just to throw all the heat on Josh, because he would accept it. But that field goal kicker on the Bills, when they scored their first touchdown, he missed extra point.
Nothing new for Bills Nation.
You have one job, kickers. One job. And that is to kick the ball through the uprights. That's all you got to do. That's what you practice all week. Kick the ball. So I understand. We can throw eggs at Josh all we want. But let's be mindful, Pop, also. Okay? That damn kicker should have made that damn point. Because if he would have made that extra point, we would be talking about this.
This is true. Is Josh, though, his own worst enemy at times?
He could be.
He
could be. I mean, as we seen last season when they played the Chiefs, and Josh didn't even see that blitz coming. That ended the game.
Yep.
And it was something like a 1-2 punch sack. Like it was definitely a disguise sack that nobody would have thought it was coming. But Josh has been in the league long enough that he should have seen that coming, and audible maybe to do a running play. Unfortunately, that was not the case. The Chiefs went on, of course, to go on to the Super Bowl, and enough said. But
and that was that. That was then. This is now, my brother.
Also, to our Giants fans, I did bring up our Giants. We were definitely rooting. And we have some serious Raider fans. Raider Nation is real.
Big T, what up?
Those who don't know, Raider Nation is real.
Yes, it is.
We were definitely going with the Raiders to beat the Giants. You know what? We wanted that. We wanted y'all Raiders to come alive for one reason, for one purpose, and that was to beat our Giants. And you know why that is, Sess? Let them know.
For that renowned number 1 pick, my brother. But listen, I gotta tell you, I hate to take the other side on this, but I hate when people say we gotta throw the game, we gotta lose, we need to lose.
No, wait, Sess. Nobody's saying that.
I know, but I mean, come on. I want to say this. Now, what's crazy is the Giants needed to lose to get the first pick, and they ended up playing probably their best game of the entire season. Wan'Dale Robinson got over 1,000 yards, had a great game. Jackson Dart had a heck of a game.
Banks broke for kickoff return.
Yes, he did. And I always forget how to say his name. Okereke, what's his name on defense?
Bobby Okereke.
Okereke.
Yes.
He also did his thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. The Giants played good football, man, and I hate the thought of taking a knee or letting one go, or you know what I mean? Just for that first pick. Who is the first pick anyway this year? Is it going to be Mendoza? We don't need him if it is.
At this point, we don't know.
I hear you, but
we know
this whole thing, everybody I see online, our boys are going, man, they should have. I can't believe the Giants won. I know this and that. Come on, we're Giants fans. Shout out to my boy Viscana. I know he's out there. He was like, oh, I can't watch football anymore. The Giants won. I can't watch anymore. Come on, man. Get out of here. I mean, I hear you, but you got to have that pride, and you got to play football. You got to play hard, man. You can't just take a knee.
Yeah.
You know?
And
that's my opinion anyway.
That's sports, man. That's just what it comes down to. The bottom line is sports.
That's a competitive nature.
We want to win, and we all have hope as Giant fans. That's what it is. And you're right, Sess. I get it.
But I hear you, though, too. I hear you. It was a chance to it was a chance to feel good. That's what it is, you know, to have a good moment down the road.
Also, real quick to our viewers, the last game on Sunday night, which, again, was the 49ers versus the Chicago Bears. I got to say that Caleb Williams and our quarterback, well, not our quarterback, but the quarterback from the 49ers, Brock Purdy,
did his thing.
They both passed over 300 yards. Brock Purdy had 3 touchdown passes and 2 rushing touchdown passes. Wow. 2 rushing touchdowns. And Caleb just threw for 2. But that was a straight shootout between 2 good, futuristic, and I say futuristic because they are the future stars of the NFL. The way Caleb was throwing that ball, the way Brock was throwing the ball, the only thing I could actually say that I think we all need to be aware of is because it was such a high-scoring game, these are 2 teams that are going to the playoffs. And you can't have that in the playoffs. That means their defenses are actually terrible, to be honest with you. That's the only... I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but I'm going to be that Debbie Downer today. Your defenses are horrible. And unfortunately, we've seen a hell of an offensive explosion. Great play calling, but the defenses suck. Y'all got to work on your defense moving forward. But the NFL this year in the playoffs, I'm excited because we have teams that normally have lost for years. And we have new teams instead of the same teams going to the playoffs. So I'm excited. I'm real excited for that.
It's been a great year in terms of that, in terms of the competitiveness of the league. It's been awesome.
With that being said, this week we're going to go for our top 5 power rankings with an honorable mention, of course.
Of course. I got one.
Okay. Says?
Of course.
Roll with it.
At the top spot for the first time for me this year, the Seattle Seahawks. They deserve it. 13-3. They're up there. Number 2, New England Patriots. Sorry, Jets fans. They did what they had to do against you. They whooped your butt. They did what they had to do. Broncos slipped to number 3 for me. After they did beat the Chiefs, but they're in the 3 spot. Number 4, I got the Jaguars. 12-4 doing their thing. Beat Indianapolis in a good game. And at number 5, I got the Rams hanging tight at 11-4, my brother. With my honorable mention this week, I have one, is the 49ers. Because like you said to me before the episode today, they're hitting on all cylinders right now, the 49ers. And when they are, they're a damn good football team, my brother.
Yeah, I mean, history does not lie about the 49ers. They are tough. I'm going to jump in and say number 1 are the Patriots. I'm going to say the Seattle Seahawks. My number 3 will be the 49ers. My number 4 are the Jaguars. And my number 5 is Denver. My honorable mention is Philadelphia. Anyone who has their top 5, to me, you can't be wrong, but it could be debatable. That's just what it is. But, you know, we change, I think, week to week because of what we see. And that's it. That's where we become the analysts.
That's
and
right.
We see what we see.
And it's a weekly power ranking, right? So, absolutely. Pop chimes in. He says 49ers are averaging 40 points again. Somebody better wake up. He's right. They're coming. They're coming. They're hitting. They're getting hot right at the right time, Pop. They're coming strong right now.
I want to give a quick NFL story. Maybe that Sess and I could possibly agree on to be an extra point.
Okay.
So for those who don't know, and if you are a real fan, you'll know the name I'm going to throw out there. Former NFL player Lavernius Coles Played 10 years with the New York Jets. Oh, he played 10 years in the NFL. I believe most of it was with the New York Jets.
Yep.
He was drafted as a receiver. He is retired. In his career, he made $42 million.
Not bad, Lavernius. Not
Recently, what I've seen on ESPN, he is currently a sheriff officer in Florida, making $68,472. And he's on
down to the dollar.
He is on
only here on the Village
probation
Legends podcast.
as it stands. He's on probation, and you can look up at his story. His story is definitely special. He's doing this literally for a purpose to life, as he says. He enjoys this, and he's made a lot of money in his lifetime. So does he have to do this? No, he does not.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that he feels is a purpose and a call. So I want to give a shout out to him for doing what he's doing. And his probational period ends January 23rd, around there, if I'm not mistaken. So shout outs to Lavernius Coles, and all love, man. Keep doing it. To be a public servant is real, and shout out to him for that. And
definitely.
As we know it.
You know. Absolutely, my brother. Yes, indeed. Lavernius Coles, 3-time 1,000-yard receiver. He was good. He was really good. He was on the Jets. He had a couple stints on the Jets. I think he went to the Redskins in between. Now the Commanders, and came back to the Jets. The Jets fans loved him. They really did.
Yes, he was. And some looked at him as a Robin, because I believe at that time, who was the star receiver on the Jets? Was it Keyshawn Johnson or no?
Keyshawn Johnson was at the time. Yeah, that was after Wayne Corbett. Days, right?
Okay, so that's around Wayne Corbett.
Keyshawn.
I think it was all together,
all in the mix,
in one bowl.
They had good squads, the Jets. They just could never, really put it together on both sides of the ball. But they had good squads.
Yeah, that was all around the time that Bill Parcells, I think, was still the head coach, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Coach Parcells was there. So that was actually a good draft for them having all those, that young talent at the time. Also, real quick, NCAA football. Shouts out to my University of Michigan. I want to give love to the University of Michigan because we've had some crazy news and one hell of a
it's been a crazy
roller coaster. I'll say roller coaster.
Last 2 years,
college
really.
Football sports, and we are. I can honestly say that we got this one right. And moving forward, I just hope that there is no damage or no repeat of any nonsense, but to get back to Michigan football and praise. We have hired former Utah coach Kyle Whittingham, who took over for Urban Meyer at Utah the year that Urban Meyer went on to go to Florida. And he has agreed to a 5-year deal with Michigan where he'll be making $8.2 million a year. At this point, Whittingham has been with Utah for 21 seasons. It's not even about the money, folks. His record is 177 and 88, 177 wins and 88 losses in 21 seasons overall at Utah. Phenomenal coach, phenomenal motivator, and he gets the best out of his players. So I just want to give a round of applause to Michigan for getting that right.
Michigan. Let's see. Keep it together, Michigan. Keep it together.
Yes.
I
don't know how real that is, that type of response from a Buckeye fan, but it is what it is,
Bango.
I'm going to stand tall on that.
All right. They'll be all right. Bango checks in. He says, shout out Russell Wilson and family for donating $3 million to Mount Sinai Children's Hospital.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Fantastic.
Thank you, Russ.
Great job, Russ.
Great job.
Great humanitarian.
To the Wilsons, great job.
Michigan, and then he checks in and he says Michigan basketball doing good things right now, too.
Yes, they are. number 2 team in the country, 11-0.
Bango, thanks for checking in, my brother.
I believe they're playing at 9 o'clock tonight.
Yes, sir. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Keep up with us. My man, what else? We got anything else on the football field?
No, that's about it today, Seth. That's it. I think we talked about enough on that one.
You got it, my brother. From there, we moved to the hardwood. We moved to the NBA, my brother. A lot of things going on in the NBA. You know, it's right around Christmas time is when the NBA kind of starts heating up. You know, right when the new year comes in, right before the All-Star break. This is the time, my brother. What do we got in the National Basketball Association?
Well, sources say that we're going to talk about the main source, LeBron James and the Lakers. We have a debate on our show, and we're going to talk about it. Is it possibly it's time for LeBron and the Lakers to part ways? If you're asking me, I've been on this. I've been saying that LeBron should have retired last season. They seen the results of him playing the Houston Rockets the other night, and
Brutal.
A lot of fans and then a lot of analysts, I call them sharks. Sharks came. They started coming.
They smell blood in the water.
And once they seen that game, they was like, listen, why do we have him there? You know, and yes, is it early? We're in December. I get it. We are in December. But I believe LeBron's been 22 seasons, Seth?
Something like that. Yeah, he's up there.
22 seasons as an NBA player. There is just, when you got Luka and you got all the rest of the young guys that are on that team, where does LeBron fit in? You know, you have to rest them because, you know, you don't want to put too many minutes on him. He's seeming like he wants to play when he wants to play.
That's the problem right there. See, you called it.
And that's a major problem.
That's a problem because if you watched that game the other night, it was embarrassing to see LeBron, first off, not get touched on a layup attempt, argue with the referee for a foul while the play continues down the court. Now it's 5-on-4, and he's out of the play, and they score. And it's like a microcosm of how they play when LeBron's out there. Coach Redick said it himself. He didn't mince words. He says we're a little bit unorganized when LeBron's out there. We have wasted possessions when LeBron's out there because of what you said, my brother, because he plays when he wants to play. Yes. He gets involved and he runs the offensive play when he wants to run the offensive play. You know, he gets into his position where he's supposed to be on the floor when he wants to get in his position. Not a good way to go. Not with that squad. They got a good squad in LA. It's not fair to them that you got LeBron out there. I don't know. I don't want to call him a prima donna. He's an all-time great, you know. But you got him out there looking like he don't want to be there sometimes, and I don't think it's right. They won last night. I give him that, but you know.
And you got stars that are really not happy with their organizations and their teams. And Giannis is back. What does that mean for the Bucks? Because you know what, Giannis said it. He wants to trade. He wants out of Milwaukee.
Well, he wants a trade unless they could prove to him that they want what he wants, which is to continue to win and to be competitors and to be competitive in the NBA. You know, so I get where he's coming from.
Yes.
You know, so we'll see what happens, my brother.
The star point guard from Atlanta. We have to
with the bad hair. Who am I to talk? My bad.
Hold on. Yes. So
Trae Young.
Trae Young. The sources say and reports are coming in that they want to also move on from Trae Young. And you know, there was also talks early this season about our point guard from Memphis Grizzlies, the superstar. And keep his name nameless because I don't even want to go into it. We all know who we're talking about. We all know the superstar from Memphis. My issue is, to all the viewers, the Village Legend podcast viewers, listen up. I'm not going to entertain putting people's names out here because at the end of the day, it's like we're giving them praise by even talking about them. You're getting paid lots of money. Millions of dollars. And I get it. Y'all want to win. But at the end of the day, you signed a contract. Once you put your name on a dotted line, you have to come out there and give the best. Give your all. It's not about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you chose to do. This is the career path you chose.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't start acting like a diva now. You got to stick to the script. You know what I'm saying? This is what you dreamed about. So there's not going to always be easy times. It's not going to be no great times in your career. You have to stick to the script, stay consistent, and then maybe that's when it happens. Listen, being a professional athlete, I don't know what it feels like. But if they all thought it was going to be easy being a professional athlete in any sport alike, any sport, you're absolutely crazy. You've lost your mind.
You did win a world championship in 2011 with the AAA Lodi Royals. I will give you that, my brother.
And how long did it take us to get to that level?
That's true. That's true. And actually, you know how we won, folks, by the way? We got rid of the prima donnas on the team. That's how we won. Pop checks in. He says, this is why I get upset when they try to compare LeBron to MJ. MJ played sick and hurt. MJ played almost every night. It's a different game now, you know, but I agree with you 100%. And, I hate those comparisons because MJ was a dog, boy.
Yeah.
Woo, he was a dog. He would go for the throat.
I hate even, once again, I know their name. But what justice if I'm doing by letting it be known? Embiid. What are we doing?
It's a different world now, brother.
We are having people sit out on the sideline. How do you sit on the sideline and you're taking a couple of games off, and some will sit there and say, oh, it's not my choice. It's not my choice. Then you know what? Shame on the organization, because you're cheating the fans out of their money, their hard-earned money, to go to these games and bring their children to go watch these stars play for entertainment. You're cheating us, and it's not right that y'all allowing these players to take time off.
Woo.
It's horrible. Shame on you. NBA, shame on you for allowing this to happen. Because we see it more in the NBA than we see it in any other sport.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely.
This is what y'all chose. This is what y'all wanted. You need to get back to it.
Woo! Nice rant to end 2025, my brother. Anything else with the NBA? You want to give your power rankings to end the NBA this week or not?
Yeah,
Go for it.
I'll start with the OKC.
Mm-hmm.
OKC is still doing their big numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is San Antonio. Number 3 is Detroit. Number 4 is the Knickerbockers. Number 5 is Denver.
It's funny, we got the same 5 in different order. Because I got my Knicks at number 1. I got the Thunder at 2. Pistons at 3. Spurs 4. Nuggets 5. Good list though, brother. Good list. As we rock on here on the Village Legends Podcast, episode 33, it's about that time we talk about 2025. What a year in sports it was, my brother. Where should we start, my brother? I say maybe team of the year. You want to go team of the year first?
Sure.
A lot of contenders for the team of the year award here in the Village Legends Podcast. Who you got on your list, my brother?
Before we do that, we just want to do a cheers to all those that are out there. Cheers to this segment that we're touching on right now, because it's been a long year, and I'm glad that we were allowed to see it, and it's something that we all witnessed. So cheers to all that we're about to talk about right now. Team of the year, we're going to start with the number 1. My number 1 is the Dodgers. Number 2, OKC Thunder. Number 3, the Florida Panthers. Number 4, the Las Vegas Aces.
Nice. Not bad, brother. I mean, it's a good 4, I think. My top team of the year is the Dodgers. They stayed on top
Yeah.
pretty much the entire year, 2 years in a row.
Yes.
And right behind them is the Thunder because they won. They won it all.
Yes.
And they have continued their run into 2025 and 2026 here coming up.
Yes.
So those are my top dogs right there. Great year for a lot of these teams, though. The Aces were awesome. Again with the Dodgers, I mean they're just stacking up again for another run in 26. It's gonna be crazy, my brother. Any other teams of note? I mean, you know what? Shout out to PSG for finally winning the UEFA Champions League, bringing that home to Paris Saint-Germain in France.
Shout out.
Yes, sir. But yeah, there've been some good teams across the board. Shout out to the Dodgers, who I think is overwhelmingly our number one team of the year, right? The Dodgers.
I think there's no debate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, seeing what the Dodgers have done, we could also tap into the Las Vegas Aces as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have been major fans of the WNBA and supporters of them, and seeing what they've done has been amazing, task.
Absolutely.
So those teams have done their thing, and male, female alike. Listen, it doesn't matter. If you are on a professional level, we are giving you your shine and we're giving you your flowers. So, once again, heck of a 2025 to those teams.
Absolutely, my brother. Next, we have the real one, which is the athlete of the year here on the Village Legends podcast. This is legit.
Who you got, brother? Who you got?
Woo, this is a tough one. I mean, it's not that tough, actually, to be honest with you, brother. It came down to two people for me. I know you have a few more on your list, but when it came down to it, it came down to two people for me, and that is the great Shohei Ohtani and the great Terrence Bud Crawford for 2025. Both had excellent excellent years. Bud finished his off in style by beating Canelo's butt and hanging it up and saying, you know what, I've done all I could do.
Correct.
Shohei will continue to dominate the major leagues for years to come, but they both did their thing in 2025, my brother. If I had to select one for the athlete of the year 2025, it's going to be Shohei Ohtani, simply because he does it every day, all day for 10 months in a row. No disrespect to Crawford. He shows up once or twice a year with phenomenal training, phenomenal instincts, phenomenal skills, and he gets the job done. But my vote goes to Shohei Ohtani, my brother. Who you got this year? Talk to him. And please mention everybody else I didn't mention if you want. Go for it.
Well, I definitely want to agree with you on that, because Shohei is a pitcher, and he plays both ways. He's a batter, a pitcher, and he's playing literally 100 and maybe 70 games, if I'm not mistaken. Says what's the total?
What, for the year?
For baseball?
162.
Okay. Now, including the playoffs and all that?
Oh, yeah. Well, then that comes out. Yeah, he played at least 170, probably 175, somewhere in that ballpark.
So, therefore, there really is no true debate on that. Shohei is a one-in-a-lifetime talent that we all need to, be thankful for seeing. This is what, the long days at the office, and you come home and you see something like that, a talent like that, that's amazing.
Yep.
I picked Terrence Bud Crawford to definitely be the athlete of the year. Terrence has made history in being a 3-time undisputed, in three different weight classes, undisputed in boxing history. He has staked his claim as definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. He is currently retired, so he's definitely a first ballot. Bud defeated Canelo this past September, and Canelo was the face of boxing. Terrence Bud Crawford has been overlooked in boxing, saying he was too small, that he couldn't beat the bigger fighters, and I just don't know how we sit there and we critique the measure someone's heart, because at the end of the day, we don't know what somebody's about until you actually watch them, and then when you watch them, you still doubt them. So shouts out to Terrence Bud Crawford. To me, that's my number one. I want to go number 2, SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander won the MVP of the league and the Finals MVP. and what he did with OKC
Mhm.
and being their leader, leading them to the NBA Finals
Mhm.
was amazing.
Yep.
Hell of a year for SGA.
Yep.
Number 3 would be Carlos Alcaraz.
Another good name.
8 singles titles. 2 of them are Grand Slams. Uh, kid is just, he's young and has
Kid's a beast.
a whole lot more phenomenal years to come. You know,
He's gonna dominate tennis for the years to come.
definitely. He's and his competition is Sinner,
Mm-hmm.
the Italian star. Also, he's who I think is now number 1. So Carlos has his work cut out for him with Sinner.
Yes, sir.
And I also, my number 4 would be Asia Wilson,
Of course,
the
the queen.
4-time WNBA MVP, 2-time MVP Finals MVP. Sorry, and she has 3 championships. So shout out to Miss Asia Wilson, and she's also a national champion as well from
Absolutely.
the University of South Carolina. So those are my top athletes of the year.
Awesome list. Couple of the comments here. Bango chimes in. He says, I'm a Commanders fan, but I have to give credit to the Eagles for winning the Super Bowl and winning the NFC East 2 years in a row. Shout out to the Eagles. They have dominated their division, and good job there, my brother. And Pop says, how about SGA? C Flash did mention SGA. He was number 3 on my list. He was number 3 behind those 2 guys for me personally. Not to take away nothing from SGA, you know me. He's not my favorite style of basketball, but you gotta give him props. He was number 3 on my list, my brother. Anything else to mention about this year in review? It's been a great year in sports, folks. The NFL is coming down a stretch run. It's going to be awesome. NBA will start to heat up, 25 into 26. What else? What else did we not cover here? Cristiano Ronaldo had a great year. Okay. Luka Doncic went from the Mavericks to the Lakers in a phenomenal move. Nobody saw that one coming.
Jaw-dropping move. Hell of a trade.
Hell of a trade. The Dodgers, you think about it, the Dodgers were our team of the year, my brother, but they were like 1 inch away from losing that game with that play at the plate, if you remember. They would have not been the champions was it not for that one play. It was very close. The Blue Jays put up a great fight. Also, shout out to Rory McIlroy,
yes,
golfer deluxe, who completed his career Grand Slam this year by getting that elusive green jacket finally at Augusta. He did his thing there.
And he also was part of the Ryder Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
He was part of the Ryder Cup as well for the U.S. team.
Yeah, for the Britain team.
For the Britain team, excuse me. Yes, he's out there. So he did his thing. He had a great year. And I think that about wraps us up. Oh, shout out to the Florida Panthers, Stanley Cup winners in hockey. They had a great year. You had him down there as well. Alexander Ovechkin, another, the new scoring champ in hockey history.
Yes.
Had a great year as well.
The Great 8.
The Great 8, that's right. And shout out to you guys, the fans, our fans, for hanging with us. Mostly all of 2025. We started this journey a little bit into the new year. And here we are, episode 33. And we ain't stopping. We're going to keep on coming. We're going to hit you over the head with that sports talk all 2026. We hope you join us for the ride. C-Flash, my brother, why don't you take us out the last time of the year as only you can, my brother. Talk to him.
Yes, it is. It's our last episode of the year. And we are looking, and we are very excited for what is more to come for the Village Legend podcast. Cess and myself, please don't leave us, don't abandon us, because we have more to come.
They're here.
More excitement, more stories, and we are going to be on top of our job, because you know why? This is what we do. Sports is all we know, and we are very, very proud and honored to share with all you viewers. Thank you. Have a safe and productive new year as we enter 2026. It's all love to everyone out there. Thank you from our family to yours. And as always,
talk to him.
Think sports.
Peace.